Good afternoon. Today I am going to discuss about subtracting similar and dissimilar fractions, mixed fractions, whole number and a fraction without and with regrouping. Let's start with the easier part, subtracting similar fractions and mixed fractions. So we have 5 over 10 minus 3 over 10. In subtracting similar fractions, we are just going to subtract the numerators, then copy the common denominator. So in this given fractions, the numerators are 5 and 3. So let us subtract 5 over 10 minus 3 over 10. The answer is 2 over 10. Then, reduce your answer to lowest term by dividing both the numerator and the denominator to their GCF. 2 and 10 can be divided by 2. 2 is their GCF, so we have 2 divided by 2 gives us 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. The lowest term of 2 over 10 is 1 over 5 or 1/5. Next, we have 9 and 8 over 16 minus 7 and 4 over 16. These are examples of mixed fractions. Notice that the fraction part are similar fractions. So let us subtract first the fraction. 8 over 16 minus 4 over 16. So we have your 4 over 16. Then subtract the whole numbers. 9 minus 7, the answer is 2. Reduce the fraction part to lowest term. 4 and 16 can be divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. And then copy the whole number, which is 2. So the final answer here is 2 and 1/4. Moving forward, we have subtracting dissimilar fractions without regrouping. Example, we have 2/3 minus 1/4. In subtracting dissimilar fractions, we cannot subtract the numerators right away. What we need to do here is to get first their common denominators by multiplying the given denominators. So we have 3 times 4, the answer is 12. Use 12 as your common denominator. And then get the cross product by multiplying the numerator and the denominator diagonally, starting from the upper left. So we have 2 times 4, the answer is 8. Then 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract the cross product, so we now have 8 minus 3 over 12. Then subtract your numerators. 8 minus 3, the answer is 5. Copy the common denominator, the answer is 5 over 12. Next, we have subtracting mixed fractions. 6 and 3/5 minus 4 and 2/4. Get first the common denominator. 5 times 4, the answer is 20. Use 20 again as your common denominator. Get the cross product. 3 times 4, the answer is 12. Then 2 times 5, the answer is 10. Subtract the cross product. We now have 12 minus 10 over 20. 12 minus 10, the answer is 2. Copy the common denominator, which is 20. So your fractional part here is 2 over 20. Then subtract the whole numbers. 6 minus 4, the answer is 2. After that, divide the fraction part to their GCF. So 2 and 20 can be divided by 2. 2 divided by 2, the answer is 1. 20 divided by 2 is 10, so that is 1/10. Copy your whole number, so the final answer is 2 and 1/10. Next, we have subtracting whole number and a fraction. Example, we have 5 minus 2/3. 5 here is your whole number, then 2/3 is the fraction. In subtracting whole number and a fraction, the first thing that you are going to do here is to rename first the whole number as mixed fraction with fraction equal to 1. So how are we going to do it? You are just going to subtract 1 from 5. So 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. 4 here will become your whole number. And then, yung 1 na sinubtract natin dun sa 5, you're going to rename it as fraction equal to 1. So when we say fraction equal to 1, these are the fraction whose numerator and the denominators are the same. So in this given example, consider the denominator of the given fraction. Since that the denominator is 3, the fraction equal to 1 now is 3 over 3 to make them similar fractions. So 4 and 3 over 3 is equal to 5 or is same as 5. We can now subtract 2/3. So they are now similar fractions. 3/3 minus 2/3, the answer is 1/3. Then the whole number is 4. So the final answer is 4 and 1/3. And for the last one, we have subtracting mixed fractions with regrouping. So let's have 5 and 1/3 minus 2 and 4/5. Again, multiply the denominators to get the common denominator. So 3 times 5 is equal to 15. Use 15 as your common denominator. So this time, I am going to separate the fractions to avoid confusion when we do the regrouping. Then get the cross product. 1 times 5 is equal to 5, and that is your numerator to your first fraction. And then we have 4 times 3 is equal to 12. That will be your numerator to your second fraction. Then copy the whole number of the given fractions. So we now have 5 and 5 over 15. This is same as 5 and 1/3. Then we have 2 and 12 over 15, which is same as 2 and 4/5. Let us now subtract. Look at your numerators. 5 minus 12, 5 is less than 12, so we cannot subtract. Rename the whole number. 5 minus 1 will become 4. And then yung 1 na sinubtract natin, instead of writing down as 15 over 15, then i-add natin yung 5 over 15. Let us do the shortcut by adding this fraction. 5 plus 15, the answer is 20. Then copy the denominator, which is 15. So we now have 4 and 20 over 15. This is same as 5 and 5 over 15. Okay? And then let us subtract 2 and 12 over 15. 20 minus 12 is equal to 8. Copy the common denominator, which is 15. Then subtract the whole numbers. 4 minus 2, the answer is 2. So 8 and 15 is already in lowest term. So the final answer here is 2 and 8 over 15. That's all. Thank you.